Always saying we were resistant to buying. It's really me. It has been me all along. That has been the one.
It's been me the whole time. I was the one fighting it, dragging my feet, kicking, and screaming to buy. Not my wife. I am not going to sit here and throw her under the bus, especially to Kelly, my friend. The fact is, we hesitated because I did not want to protect her from getting the blame. Robyn Brown is caught, and not only caught, she's busted wide open. So, what do people like Robyn do when they get exposed? When all their lying, all their deceit comes tumbling into the light? Well, apparently they run. They hide, but this time there's no cover anymore. Let's clear one thing up. This woman didn't only bring financial stress upon herself, she nearly ruined her ex-husband, Preston Jessup, partly because he couldn't declare bankruptcy because of a provision in his divorce. Then, to top it off, she tapped into the Brown family fund. That's right, the funds coming from Sister Wives. Robyn and Cody blew through hundreds of thousands of dollars. And how did we know? Oh, the internet never rests. Reddit detectives discovered Robyn's Etsy page, and when I cross-checked the information, created a spreadsheet of her purchases and reviews, the evidence was irrefutable. She spent more than $70,000 on Etsy. And what was she purchasing? Dolls. Designer dolls. Custom dolls. Over-the-top clothing for American Girl dolls. Her fixation on them? Out in the open, no more secrets. Then there were the charges from Preston Jessup's family, allegations that Robyn purportedly forged his signature to get credit cards, maxed them out and ruined his company, left him financially immobilized. No provisions for the children, nothing. Stole from her ex, and now she's stealing from the Browns. Let's discuss timing. All of this was occurring while Robyn was on Sister Wives declaring, "It's fair, you guys. It's fair." Genuine Robyn? Fair? While Cody is in the midst of being sued by a Utah court for child support? While you're hemorrhaging the family coffers, here's the catch. When Robyn's Etsy habit was outed, when her shop till you drop frenzy was made public, the first thing she did was deactivate the account. Don't be fooled. That doesn't equate to ceasing and desisting. It simply means she's going underground. Someone who's secure in themselves, who feels convinced that they didn't do anything wrong, isn't going dark the moment the heat is turned up. And that's Robyn's pattern. Every time the internet peels back another layer of her deception, she runs, she deletes, she hides. I've seen her use shadow Facebook accounts clearly designed to throw people off. I've found her secret Pinterest too, filled with shady quotes about the other wives, posts she conveniently shared right after the most damning episodes aired. Coincidence? Please. When users started connecting the pins to the episodes, following the shadow she was casting, what did she do? She wiped her boards clean, removing 8 to 10 years of activity. It's textbook narcissism. Spin the story, then eliminate the proof. Now she's doing the same thing with Etsy. But there is one issue. Her purchase history is still retrievable through certain record sites. Worse, for her, she's doing all this while Cody is waist-deep in lawsuits. If either Janelle or Mary ever sue, if money trails become an issue, guess what? Canceling accounts will not count. The paper trail already exists. Robyn Brown is not only avoiding Reddit, she's avoiding the repercussions. And here's where things get even more sinister. When the heat is on, when the light shines on the trail of money, what does Robyn do first? Delete, deactivate, erase. This is no new strategy. Janelle's already explained how this goes down. When she and Cody were fighting about money, she demanded his name removed from their shared bank account simply so she could be free. Rather than comply, Cody fought back. He didn't simply withdraw himself from the account. He closed down their entire business account, cashing it out and essentially making it impossible for Janelle to view records of their large purchases. Why? Because, as Janelle guesses, it was an attempt to cover. to remove the paper trail, to bury the truth. And that's the trend. Each time truth about their spending comes to the surface, they are in delete mode. It's in frantic rush to erase their history. When someone finally holds the receipts in their face, the account has vanished, the proof gone. Okay, Etsy might be subpoenaed. So could her bank statements. But the lengths Robyn and Cody go to conceal spending, that's the true red flag. That's what hollers fraud. Robyn apparently believes that if she simply closes her Etsy site, no one will ever find out, that the trail disappears at that point. But let me tell you, if you don't want people in your life, perhaps, just perhaps, don't appear on a reality TV show. Don't create your life in front of the public eye and then resent it when the news turns ugly. Don't put your whole life online, then fume when people make the connections. She's always been secretive about her presence online. When people found her Pinterest profile and witnessed the bitter, passive-aggressive sayings she was pinning regarding the other wives, she lost it. She fired back with sarcasm. Go find purpose in your own life and stop wasting your time with mine. That single quote said more than she meant to. It wasn't anger, it was panic. She was losing control of the narrative. And on the subject of control, recall that Sister Wives episode about Nevada? The one where Robyn and Cody sat down with a credit expert while attempting to construct those Las Vegas houses? The expert informed her she'd been under the radar. At the moment, it was harmless, even forgivable. Robyn attributed it to confusion due to her divorce and name changes. But in retrospect, it's damning. Robyn has had several different last names over the years. Her birth name, Mark, her previous husband's Jessup, the invented Sullivan, and lastly, Brown. And she switched to Brown in the middle of purchasing a home with Cody, before they even signed on the dotted line. This was not chaos. This was planning. All of these name changes were for evading creditors, covering her tracks from debt collectors and financial detectives. According to fraud experts, operating under the radar means carrying out fraudulent activity in subtle, undetected ways, slipping past the systems meant to catch you. That's exactly what Robyn was doing, and still is. She told the family she was buried in debt because of an abusive ex. She painted herself as a victim, claiming she took on the financial burden to keep the peace. But that wasn't the truth. The spending was hers. And now she's at it again. $20,000 this year alone on doll clothes, while others around her are struggling to collect child support and fighting for their share of what little remains of the family money. But there's only so long you can hide. You can only be under the radar until the radar locks on to you. And trust me, it's locked on now. Robyn's online trail has always been suspicious. While the other wives post openly, even when they are criticized, Robyn hides. She erases. She disappears. And since the other wives started leaving, and many cited money as a primary factor, Robyn has all but disappeared from social media. She removed her Instagram posts. She fell off Twitter. Her Facebook, poof. Even her sock puppet pages were gone. She even did change her Pinterest name several times, every time praying that people wouldn't see her, wouldn't put the dots together. But the web did. And now it's too late, because here's the truth. If you weren't doing anything wrong, you wouldn't be so desperate to hide. Robyn is still attempting to spin the story, but she can't erase the truth. And now that relatives are speaking out, now that fans are connecting the dots, and the story is trending everywhere, it's only a matter of time. Janelle, Mary, Christine, they're fighting for justice, for what's right. And this latest revelation, it just confirms what they've been saying all along. Robyn is still wasting the family funds. Let that sink in. This isn't even her income. It's money that isn't even rightfully hers. Because the reality is, they owe Christine, they owe Mary, and they owe Janelle. This isn't a matter of opinion or trivial family drama. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars owed, maybe even millions when you factor in the years of unpaid child support, medical bills, and personal expenses that Christine ended up paying on her own. Christine bore the burden, while Cody and Robyn sat in the sidelines. Rather than paying those debts, rather than doing the right thing, Robyn continues to spend, continues to shop, continues to quietly inserting money into indulgences as the rest of the family waits for justice to be served. The money that could be returned to these women is being invested in dolls, custom accessories, and an extravagant lifestyle that has been constructed upon denial and secrecy. Robyn is going underground because she needs to. When you are playing within the rules, when you have nothing to hide, you don't disappear the instant you're caught. You don't close accounts. You don't turn off everything. And you darn sure don't quit posting unless the heat is getting too intense. But Robyn, she disappears. Every time she gets caught, she flees. Not because she's guiltless, but because she's too afraid to get caught. I'll be watching. It wouldn't shock me if a fresh alias, a fresh burner account, magically appears online. I've followed several usernames she's employed in the past. Her current Facebook account? Poof. Instagram account? Crickets. And I don't for 1 second think that she is simply not online. They always appear to know what everyone is saying. They always have a retort cooked into the next show, some quip or barb that tidily responds to the newest internet find. So no, she's watching, she's listening, and presently she's in a panic. Robyn recognizes the internet discovered her out. She recognizes the heat has come down, and although the internet gets an A for pulling the curtain back, it's tragic to Janelle, Christine, and Mary because each time we out Robyn, she goes deeper in hiding. It's a game of whack-a-mole. We find her, she escapes, then reappears under a different name, and it makes you wonder, what's happening inside that house? Did Cody know how much she was spending? Was there a fight behind closed doors? Did he finally confront her? Or is he still enabling it? Maybe another wife called her out, and this whole disappearing act is her damage control. Whatever occurred, it's evident. Robyn's been busted, again. But this time, the cracks are too wide to hide. The story's out, the internet's watching, and justice, it may finally be catching up.